Jonathan Mead. I'm a fire science professor with Purdue Global. Um, Normally, a lot of people during Thanksgiving and when they cook turkeys, they use a deep fryer and they fill it. They fill a big pot up with grease and or oil, usually a peanut oil based type of situation, and they heat it up to about 350 degrees, and they put their turkeys in there, usually anywhere from 12 to 20 pounds. The big issue with cooking a turkey is it has to be dry, and it has to, it can't have frost in it, so it's got to be thawed out. And that's one of the big issues, is because what happens is they drop a turkey into the hot grease, and the water goes in with it when it's frozen or it has ice in it or water in it, and water expands 1,700 times its weight, its volume when you do that. So you heat water up to 350 degrees, which is past its steam point, because water boils at 212. So when you drop that turkey in there, the water expands inside there, pushes the oil up out of the container, and drops it right down onto the flaming burner that you're using to cook the turkey. So that's why it's got to be dry, because if it's not dry, that's exactly what's going to happen. It causes a boil over, is what it boils down to. Yeah, the deep frying should be done outside of the building, and I know people do it right on the edge of their garage and that kind of stuff. And even that situation, it should be out away from the garage, 4 or 5 feet out away. Because remember, everything that you do when you heat it up, it's going to go up. So when the fire starts, the oil is going to fall off. It's going to ignite and push straight up above the burner. So when it does that, obviously everything above it's going to heat up to that ignition temperature and start on fire as well. So it'll take a little bit of time, but it will do it. So keep it out a little bit of ways away from the building, so that way you don't run into that issue if in fact that you have a wet turkey. So, remember that you're using propane, which it's a compressed gas cylinder, and make sure that your appliance is good, make sure that it's working clean and readily available. Try it before you start cooking. Make sure that it's working. Make sure that you have a full tank of gas, and keep your tank away from your burner as much as you can. I know they only put like 5 or 6 feet of hose on there, but make sure that you use that hose and make sure that you can access the shutoffs to it. So, which is a really easy on top of the tank. Usually, food cooking is usually one of the big ones that we respond to. So whether it's you're cooking a turkey in the oven and you forget about it, or food you leave on the stove, or these kind of things, where you use a charcoal grill or you use a deep fryer, those are usually, cooking issues are usually one of the bigger ones that we respond to. Just keep safety in mind when you're doing it. Always, keep your burner distance away from the house and away from your tank, and that should work out well. And you can have a safe holiday that way, just by making sure that those things happen.